Are you really living in a dictatorship, or are you living in a democracy? If you're media, speak up. If you're a doctor, speak up. If you're a teacher, speak up. Are you living, or are you a slave? Or are you dead? Are you so scared to speak up? What's the point of you living if you can't speak up? If you're not going to speak up now, when will you speak up? If you're not going to speak up, then who will speak up? If you're an actor, speak up. If you're a singer, sing. Sing for your people. Is the Indian democracy at risk? I'll let you decide. The images that you're seeing on the screen are a reality in India. People are actually scared now. People are actually scared. I'm going to give you some details on what I am feeling, what I've actually sensed being here. The media is scared to speak. Whether it's the loss of their license from their bosses, loss of their job. The media is supposed to be the mouthpiece of the democracy. The Indian media, or I'm not going to say the whole of the media, but at least I'd say 95% of the media is gone. They're terrified to speak. Businessmen are scared. They're scared to lose their licenses. They're scared to lose their work. They're scared to speak up. Doctors are scared. Literally, there was a hospital in Punjab. They were going to give us an ambulance, and at the last minute they backed out because they feared repercussions. They wanted to support the farmers, but they were scared that if they were to support the protesters, that they will lose their license. Judges are scared. Lawyers are scared. The images that you saw are a reminder to the people that if you speak up against the ones who are trying to terrorize, that you will lose your life. It's a constant reminder here. You cannot speak up. You cannot speak your mind. Singers are scared. Actors are scared. Actors are scared that they're not going to get the next movie, that their movies will not play in the movie theaters. Singers are scared that they'll have raids from the income tax department. That's a common theme in India. There's literally nobody here who's ready to speak up. You tell me, is this a democracy, or are we headed towards a dictatorship? A lot of people tell me, why do you speak up? Why do you speak up? Because you speak up when you love something, when you love your country, you love the people, and you're not afraid to give up anything. For the sake of the country, you speak up. So I'm not scared to speak up because I love this country. And I urge people to speak up. Because if you don't speak up now, remember, this is how and this is why Nazi Germany happened. This is why there was the riots in 1984. There were Gujarat riots. When people are scared to speak up, democracies get turned into dictatorships. I keep telling people again, there's literally not 1% of the people in all of North India who are not with the farmers. But people are so scared that they cannot even speak up. So what's the point of living if you can't speak up? If you can't speak your mind, what's the point of you living? Try to, ask that question. You're living as a slave. You're headed towards a dictatorship. If you love your country, speak up. When you see wrong, speak up. If you're working in the media, speak up. What's the point of, living 100 years, 90 years, 80 years if you're just a slave to your 9-to-5 job? If you're a teacher, speak up. If you're a doctor, come here and help. Don't be so scared to even give an ambulance. If you're a sick preacher, if you're a religious preacher, speak up and preach. Nobody needs a mouthpiece. Media shouldn't be a PR team for the government. If you love this country, speak up. Criticizing is the only way to make things better. If you feel something is wrong, criticize. Speak up in a democratic way. In a democratic country, you're allowed to speak up. In a dictatorship, you're scared to speak up. Now, tell me if you're living in a democracy or you're living in a dictatorship. I have my answer. Find your answer. In America, we're not scared to speak up. We're not scared to speak up. If our president does something wrong, we speak up. If our governor does something wrong, we speak up. As doctors, we come together and we help. When things go wrong, we speak up. That's why all of India wants to go to America today. Because they feel things are better there. Why don't you just speak up and make things better here? That you'll never have to go to a foreign country. Speak up. Improve your schools. Improve your hospitals. Just speak up against corruption. Is it that hard to speak up? Are you really living in a dictatorship or are you living in a democracy? Are you living or are you a slave? Or are you dead? That you're so scared to speak up. What's the point of you living if you can't speak up? If you're not going to speak up now, when will you speak up? If you're not going to speak up, then who will speak up? Don't be scared to speak up because you're dead if you cannot speak up. If you're media, speak up. If you're a doctor, speak up. If you're a teacher, speak up. If you're an actor, speak up. If you're a singer, sing. Sing for your people. Speak up.